What have I learned about our Cruise America RV in just, I don't know, 4 days of renting it? Well, first off, yeah, I don't really have to go into the generator at all. The power is pretty common. It's very easy to hook that up at the RV parks, no big deal. But the one thing that I think is kind of a mess is the sewer line. And there's no gasket on there, so it doesn't make a tight fitting on here. But most importantly, just because that bar right there to the left side, which is the gray water, is just as far out as the black water, doesn't mean they're both closed. So when I pulled the cap off of that water, the drain, I got gray water all over my hand. They gave me some gloves. I mean, thank God I had the gloves on, right? So that was a mess. And I guess there's no gasket in there though, so it's not a tight fit. So when you're draining it, it's kind of dripping, which is gross. This here just kind of constantly a hose goes on there. I don't know if it needs a gasket in there or it's missing it, but we get drips. And you just kind of spin this to make it tight. Ours is old and beat up and the bumper's crooked. There's a dent in the front bumper. We don't have a sticker on the top half. Our lock is basically broken. This one, you could just spin it and unlock it. So that's unfortunate. You can see we've got bent exhaust. Then when we filled this up, we started getting dripping, and you see the drips right there? Well, don't go putting your sneakers under there because you think it'll be dry in a rainstorm, because my son's sneakers got totally soaked. What else? Now, in our case, the ignition switch is fiddly. One of the outlets doesn't work. The shower doesn't really drain, so we got a plunger to try and drain it. Trying to think of what else. The air pressure in the tires was a little bit low, so we aired them up. But there was about like 7 things that we noticed that were kind of problematic about this. Overall, we're pretty happy with it. The heat and water heater and everything like that works pretty well. The water pump, the black water says it's 3/4 of the way full all the time, and they say to fill it up and drive around like that. But I think we got an old and beat up one with 96,000 miles on it. But I'll try to put in the comments what other things you might want to check out before you leave a Cruise America with your RV.